Welcome to this session on GovTech within the UP 21 Vienna Festival. We are very much delighted that you decided to join our session on GovTech, its potentials and importance in the development of the digital transformation of the public services. The last year impressively demonstrated the importance of functioning and efficient public service organization. But we also saw the limitations, specifically in the digital area in many countries in Europe. So we are very much looking forward to cooperation on national, international level with startup companies, but also established companies to identify potentials for supporting and accelerating the improvement of digital services within the public sector. And specifically, the Austrian government has committed itself in this year's and next year's budget to invest more than 160 million euro in the improvement of digital services of the federal government. We invite you to join us to identify interesting use cases and promising use cases to make the most out of this money. To raise us up, thank you for joining this session, and hopefully we'll stay in touch afterwards. Thank you.
Welcome to the specific GovTech session at the ViennaUP Startup Festival 2021. We're happy to be part of this. My name is Matthias Lichtenthaler. I'm head of digital government and innovation at the Federal Computing Center of Austria. We are anyway intensively involved into innovation management as a key element of our activities for the public sector. We are ahead of time in regards to developing minimal viable products for our clients, demonstrating the core elements of future solutions in the public sector. We are also intensively involved in a variety of European projects, specifically in regards to the critical once-only principle and the corresponding TOP project. This is actually our link to Professor Robert Krimmer from Estonia, so I'm very happy to introduce him to you. Robert Krimmer, that sounds familiar for you probably in Austria. He was born in Feldkirch. He holds the ERA Chair, full professorship of e-governance at the University of Tartu in Estonia. He has been mentioned as one of the most influential academics in digital government. His research is focused on digital transformation, cross-border e-services, as well as electronic participation. Since 2017, he has been leading the European project TOP to research and implement the once-only principle on an international level. So this is our connection, and I'm very happy to have Robert Krimmer as a partner and Robert Krimmer here as a speaker. Robert, it's your turn.
Dear participants in the ViennaUP 21, it's a particular honor to speak to you today as a professor of e-governance at the University of Tartu. My name is Robert Krimmer. GovTech is a topic that is particularly growing in attention more and more because it provides for opportunities for residents, citizens, individuals that want to start a company that is actually co-creating our public space. Co-creating our public space means that we are making and managing and creating new public services that benefit all of us in the society, that are actually providing for new innovative ways on how we can create our everyday living together. In my place of residence in Estonia, here a perfect ecosystem exists of where data is available, data is made public, so you can use the open data sources, create new creative services that otherwise the state didn't think of before. Unique identification allows for really new and interactive services between the state and the companies. And Estonia as such is actually a nice role model because it provides this innovative setting of having unique identity cards, digital IDs, having a startup ecosystem that brought about Skype, that brought about the e-residence program that allows really to do business without being locked in a particular physical space. But it also means that it's a perfect place to start off to operate in the European single digital market, which will become a reality already as early as December 2023. That is when the single digital gateway regulation will allow us to actually become location independent wherever we want to work in the EU and wherever we want to actually interact with each other. That's when the single digital gateway regulation will provide for an integration layer for European data services. This will actually allow for companies to choose wherever they think it is the most innovative space, like Austria, like Estonia, or other places within the European Union, and actually provide their service to all the European member states and companies that are located in there, and actually provide new cross-border digital services. In that sense, the European space is really providing for a really innovative service because no other area is really already offering cross-border services that are integrating approaches in different countries in a structured, interoperable, and innovative way. In that sense, now is the time to prepare your GovTech startup. It is when things are being able to be shaped. It's kind of like being in the 70s in the Silicon Valley when all the big solutions were about to start that impact our life today. And take the chance, participate, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you great new ideas.
Thanks, Robert. That was quite insightful in regards to your activities and this particular project. And so welcome back. I mean, welcome back means where am I actually? So you probably wondered where we are at this point with the background you can see. So I'm in the wonderful town called Kettenbruck. Kettenbruck. You will find that at kettenbruck.at. That's the website, and as you can probably realize, it's a virtual community. It's not absolutely for real, but the use cases we're presenting in our virtual community, in our virtual municipality, Kettenbruck, they are quite real, and we also have local partners like, for example, the city of Scheips in western Lower Austria, a very interesting small city. They're very interested in digital activities and solutions. And last year we had a project with them, and we're happy that they're supporting our activities. But have a look at Kettenbruck. Now I'm happy to introduce another speaker. He represents our local partner for developing those viable solutions. It's certainly the Ministry of Digitalization and Economic Affairs of the Republic of Austria, represented by Georg Nesslinger. He's the head of e-government for business at the ministry. He became the head of the department in 2016. He's responsible for the business service portal called Unternehmensserviceportal. It's a one-stop shop for businesses in Austria and even beyond, as well as the electronic delivery topics. Since 2018, he leads the national implementation of the TUP project in Austria. So I'm very happy that Georg is with us. It's your turn. Thanks, Georg.
Hello everybody, my name is Georg Nesslinger. I'm Head of Division E-Government for Businesses in the Ministry for Digital and Economic Affairs. When we talk about GovTech, that of course includes all technologies and technical applications that we are using in the public administration. And a good performing public administration is a very important basis for the whole state and for all involved parties like citizens, businesses, the society as a whole. Of course, administrative processes, they have to be quick, they have to be secure, they have to be easy to understand, and they also have to be traceable. Because all administrative action have to be based on laws. That is a very important principle and guidance also set down in our national constitution, the so-called principle of legality. The aim of that principle, of course, is that all administrative action for businesses, for citizens, must be predictable, or to say it more technically, computable. So right at the moment we are converting a lot of public procedures into a digital world. And it is very important to use state-of-the-art technologies, to use international standards, to offer modern digital processes in that area. Right at the moment we are working on the single digital gateway. That means that several services for businesses, for citizens, have to be available and processable online. Information must be presented in other languages and also meet very high quality requirements. Right at the moment we have reached the first stage of implementation at our national portals for businesses on usbgv.at and for citizens at österreichgv.at. And by 2023, a significant number of digital evidences that are required in public procedures must also be able for a cross-border exchange within other member states. And for that reason, we are also preparing our national infrastructure and once-only platform for this cross-border exchange. I give you an example. The question is, how can an Austrian company register extract be automatically interpreted by another EU country? Or what does a Danish school certificate mean for an Austrian procedure in a university? So in other words, how can we teach our procedures to understand and interpret evidences of other public authorities? So what we need in that area are, of course, innovative solution providers and startups to develop new technologies and ways for those problems. So you could also say we need new GovTechs. So I wish you a very successful session, and I'm looking forward for a lot of innovative solutions. Thank you.
Thanks, Georg, for these interesting insights in regards to the vision of the ministry and the activities for the next couple of years. We're happy to continue to collaborate with you. As a final speaker, I would like to introduce Clemens Schwaiger. He's the head of the entire business unit, Digital Advisory at the Federal Computing Center. Please, Clemens, your statement. Happy to have you with us.
Hello, my name is Clemens Schwaiger. I'm leading product management and digital advisory at the Austrian Federal Computing Center. The public sector is a super exciting market for bright minds and startups. It's not the Super League where it's all about money and some billionaires' hobbies, but it's actually the Champions League. We have very high barriers to entry and only the best are going to make it. We also have a long qualification process due to public procurement standards and long sales cycles. But the reward is that from day one you are able to actually play in front of millions of people and hundreds and thousands of companies on a daily basis. And on top, you can make a major impact on society as a whole. I've been able to witness the ambition professionalism and impact orientation of startups, investors, public officials and politicians at the GovTech Summit in Paris some time ago. And thus we are very keen to bring some of this dynamic also to Austria. As such, we are starting a process, and we are in the early stages here to actually build an ecosystem of partners, organizations and startups for GovTech here in Vienna. And we invite all of you with your ideas and cooperation proposals to join us in building a strong momentum on this very important topic. Thank you.
Thanks, Clemens, for your statement. I think it demonstrates that we are quite able and willing to support the digital transformation, not only in these difficult times, but even beyond. We are the Department for Digital Government and Innovation, so I just briefly wanted to point out two projects and areas where we're working on kind of ahead of the regular contracting. Digital communication is a very important area. So we realized that video conferences are fine and we're kind of getting used to this. But what we were able to put on top of it is a real simple but audit-proof online decision-making tool where you can have a video conference with that solution integrated on-premise from the Federal Computing Center, and you can make a crystal clear audit-proof decision at the end of a particular topic so that it's usable, even legally proof at the end of the day for your records and for any evidence you might need in the future. That's one important project. Another interesting project we've been working on, we also collaborated with the World Bank here in a sense that we discussed about accessibility of digital solutions. So we initiated a innovation project in regards to accessibility, but not only for people with specific needs, but also for anyone to be able to understand content within digital solutions. So the simplification of content within the semi-automated simplification of content within digital solutions is quite important. So we're working on this to integrate some artificial intelligence components to be able to facilitate the understanding of content, which is a key element for any digital solution out there. We already connected the public sector community beyond those projects. We founded the Digital Information Management Community Austria. We were participating in particular GovTech days, so to say, in 2018 and 19, but now we're really keen to initiate a network of startups, the public sector, particular players and multipliers in this area. So I'm very happy to have you with us today. We're going to continue with a particular session. We're going to work on some use cases, so hope that you're going to be participating and that you're going to be bringing in your own ideas. And even on top of that, in a digital, but also at times whenever it's possible in a physical manner, we would like to network. We would like to eventually even build an ecosystem with a variety of other players in regards to GovTech in Vienna, but also with a scope beyond that. So if you want to join us in that journey in regards to institutionalizing GovTech and building that network, we're happy to have you with us. So thanks again. Hope we're going to have a great session. Talking to you soon. If there are any questions, let me know. Have a great day and see you at the session. Thank you very much.